Welcome back to Satisfactory. All right, we're at our oil platform and we are going to build out the refining section of this thing. Actually, let's get some light going. Yes. All right, so our focus is going to be, I don't know what the height I want to use quite yet. Let's maybe start over here. This level seems a little deep into the rock. Maybe this level. And if we put the first one down, say, well, we need to capture this oil, right? So the first refinery will go here. And we're going to build 18 refineries. So we need at least... It's going to be at least 20. 18 is kind of like 18 foundations and some change. All right, now I need a place to collect. We want to have this oil kind of drop down here so we can refine it. And I've chosen to refine using the heavy oil residue rubber recipe because we want rubber and we want the heavy oil residue to make fuel so we can recycle it and make the plastic. A normal person would probably just make rubber and then make the fuel and then make the plastic directly, but I like the recycling recipes too much, so I always have to find a way to use them. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have... Well, I don't know if that's the end yet, so we need to build the refinery so we know the end. But we know on this side that this is the end. But I'm probably going to drop the oil down to the bottom. And then let that height pressure move it back to the top. And then drop oil into the machines from the top. All right, let's put the refineries in. If nothing else, this will allow us to get more oil in the system. We're gonna have to make our platform a little bigger, but let's give ourselves a little bit of room. Three more, so that's gonna be, let's say 4 more platforms. 4 or 5. Whatevs. Can always delete the extra, right? We'll see if I want to keep that. We're just over our little circle, little pond that we've got going on down there. Let's see, what are we doing right out here? So it's coming in the bottom, and it's being split to the top. If I go down here and move it to the top as well, it's effectively limiting us, though, to only 600. So somewhere in here, we're going to have to put some extra deals to actually make use of all this. But for right now, I think we're safe to... Oh, our first one's going to be off. So I'm going to go up. Just for a little extra style. All right, I think we have all those set up. I should have tested this. So I could have seen what it looked like. Either way, it looks like the oil is making its way up and around. Once I build out this last line here, I'm gonna stop for a save. Kind of checkpoint myself. I've been having some stability issues lately. All right, that looks all good. One quick second for a save and we'll be right back. Okay. I turned autosave back on. All right, so now we have this oil is going in here and it's basically just using this pipe as storage and this pipe as storage. It's actually being pulled here. If I wanted to break this up, I'd have to build some connections between to allow this to manifold a little bit more. But I think that's something that we can worry about when we get a little further down the road. Let's get these all set up. So we want to make rubber. See, here's the problem. I want the diluted packaged fuel. I want diluted fuel, basically. In order to get that, I can't go here because you don't take final product fuel and add water to dilute it down, which is what you would think to do. You got to take heavy oil residue and add water. So we want to make this one. And we could choose this one or this one, but this one makes less heavy oil residue for the same amount of crude oil. Right, it's 30 crude oil for both recipes. This one makes 20, and this one makes 10. So we'll just make this one across the board. We'll use the rubber as part of our process because we do want rubber. And then we'll use the heavy oil residue to make the diluted fuel that we actually want. Let's add one more of these. You know, I'm noticing that these little signs work perfectly where the 4-meter signs don't work, and then the billboards clearly work. I'm gonna have to do some research on the signage. All right, so the first thing I think we need to do is just go through and get these settings put in place. All right, we got that done. Everybody's favorite type of clipping. We'll get this power connected like that. Power connects right here in the front. Oh, I missed that one. You know, it's a good question. How much? 30 times 18. Exactly 540. So that way, if we overclock, then we'll have to deal with piping issues. But for right now, this pipe can handle 600 and we're only pulling 540 and we're only making 540. And we've got, you know, 204 times 9, got 21,000 in storage. So I think we're all set. If we decide that we need more heavy oil residue and we have to come back and overclock some of this, then we'll just reconnect the pipes a little bit. But I don't think we have to deal with that right now. The point is we've got the capacity to increase it by 2.5 times. Well, we've got the capacity to increase it by 2 times anyway. Right? One pipe can go to 3. Should I just make one more of these? Yeah, I guess I should. It's probably gonna wreck our power. Yeah, we're doing okay. There's still... Our giant coal power plant is still not happy with us because we are sushi belting. Responsible choice is to go back to that and rework the entire thing. I don't wanna, but I'm probably gonna have to. Okay, and I'm just talking about the delivery mechanisms are a little wonky, unreliable. So now we're making heavy oil residue and rubber. This is the part where we have to sort of mind's eye this thing. So heavy oil residue, or let's say fuel, let's say packaged fuel. We've got the heavy oil residue. So we're gonna need water, packaged water. We didn't get the recipe to do it in the blender, and I kind of don't want to do it in the blender. I know it's an extra step, but I kind of like this idea of packaging the water and using it that way. So we need packaged water, and this will give us packaged fuel. So we're going to have to pack and unpack that. So that is the wacky part. So regardless, we've got this. We're going to have to pack some water. So we could pack water here, or we could pack water here. I don't know if there's enough water. Can I pull enough water from this location? I need 2 times the fuel amount in water. And that's 20. 20 times 18. It's 360, so we're going to need 720 water. Each water extractor can do 120. Oh, it's only 6 of them. Oh, yeah. That's easy mode. We could probably find space for 12 of them right in here. Underclock them. So let's just put this in our mind's eye. This is where we're going to package our water. And then maybe in this middle area, we'll put down a little bit of what are we dealing with? Rubber, and so we need a pipeline and a belt, or some amount of pipelines and some amount of belts. Put that right here in the middle. Rubber, residue. I kind of want to recycle the stuff over here. Rubber and residue right here. Water here. And we're going to have to package that water, which means we're going to need to make some containers. And then right here, we'll make a little building. Comes out. We'll make a building here that makes the fuel. And then we'll make the recycling happen over here. And then we'll come back out over here. So we'll make this like the fuel creation storage area. And then some amount of the rubber will go straight into storage, and some will go over here to be recycled into plastic. And then it'll get recycled into plastic, back into rubber, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until it gets overloaded. And then the excess gets sent out into storage. So yeah, water, recycling, fuel creation, and storage. All that to say is we want to output all of our good stuff kind of in this area. So let's get some foundations going. Well, no, I think it's okay to use 4 meter for that. I actually like this location. It's right between both of these. Is that as low as it can go? All right, then we'll pop in the pipe. Actually, let's double check, make sure that that works on a connection. Just getting all the heavy oil residue. Connections in place. Color coding one's pipes is all the rage, so let's go ahead and do it. I kind of like keeping the connectors orange. I know it's clashy, but it's part of the reason why I like it. All right, we've made a good amount of progress here. Let's make sure we're saved. All right, each one of these is ready to drop all of their good stuff down here. I'm pretty sure that actually all of this could probably go on one belt. 30 times 18, that's 540. If I wanted to times 2.5 that, 1350, so 2 belts. Oh, I should have been counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. And then we'll mid-air merge. This should already be producing rubber for us. It looks like it's nestled, but not clipped through the tree. This way, if I decide to increase the speed of either the rubber or plastic, I have the capacity. I have to come back and upgrade these belts, etc. etc. Oh, I don't like the look of this. Is it bad over here too? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to replace that. It's a little too snug. Might have to build a little little walkway for all this to drop down. Let's see if these two will play nice. Probably not, unless we output. How close of a turn can I make this? Oh no, I guess it's okay. It's too close. Let's not. Let's not. We'll just go out here. And then we'll bounce back with some room. All right, I'm going to move all these pipes. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I've got a distance that'll work on both sides, which is about here. Oh boy, this is going to be annoying. Okay, never mind. I think we got it. I think I like noodle. Now I need a spot to collect all this. For some reason, I feel obligated to do it at a slightly higher elevation. Ooh, that's right on the edge. Yeah, that's too high. Let's go down a level here. Okay, that's better. My general thought here is that we could just angle these towards the direction like that. I'm having another idea, which I think I like better. I'm thinking something like this, and then a wall going up. And maybe that's not a wall. Maybe that's glass. We move it out one more foundation. We can do it without clipping it. And then this one is ready to go. And then this one would come in. And be ready to go that way. Maybe one before it. Let's see if we can give ourselves a little bit of room here to actually build. Because my original thought was to buffer the storage here, and I probably will still do that. We know how much I like storage. Maybe we need like a glass roof. Knowing this, it tells me I need to go further back ever still. Or that we're just kind of off half a foundation down here. We're going to have to accept one of these is wrong and one of these is right. I could connect it right here and then just have... You know what, though? I think I'm going to drop it down one level. Oh, boo. Let's go the other way. And we'll just drop this goodness in from this higher level into the fuel creation plant. I suppose I should have double checked to make sure that this connected before I built all that. But we got lucky this time and everything is working just fine. If I try to put in a little bit of storage, just kind of off to the side, would that work? Kind of drop it in like this, and maybe go like that. Will it let me go in and back around, back in? My guess is that I'd have to, at the very least, connect here. And let's top to bottom it here. And then if I have the materials, let's valve this so it only goes that way. Oh, we're short 3 copper sheets. Not a bad estimate, actually. This will give us a little bit of storage and allow for it'll just be interesting to see if we automatically get the lift associated with this. No way to really test this at this moment. Worst case scenario, I just put a pump in. Yeah, it's definitely required. All right, I think that's pretty good. $18 times 20 times 2. That's going to give us 720 fuel. If I look at the recycling recipe, it takes 30 fuel per cycle. So 720 divided by 30, it's 24 total machines. And then we'll have to decide how many of those are going to be making plastic and how many of them are going to be making rubber, because we already have a ton of rubber coming out, right? So we might not necessarily need to do it 1-to-1. But as far as building the heavy oil residue platform, I think we're done. And we are going to have to come back and do some decoration on this. I'm really liking this idea of it being kind of a greenhouse, atrium type situation. We'll put some lighting in here to make these trees look like they are meant to be living in here. And then we're going to shoot this heavy oil residue straight across into our fuel production factory. But I think first we're gonna have to build an interesting silo here to gather the water that we need. With that, we're right at an hour. That's for our next episode. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.